Homologeo, an exploration of its meaning and usage in biblical and ancient Greek contexts. Introduction. The term homologeo is derived from the ancient Greek language, composed of two parts, homo, meaning same, and logio, which means to speak or to say. Therefore, homologeo translates to say the same thing, embodying the idea of agreement or confession. This term is significant in both biblical and ancient Greek writings, where it conveys profound theological implications and social dynamics. This essay will explore the usage of homologeo in the Bible, provide specific scriptural examples, and compare its meaning in the context of ancient Greece. Homologeo in biblical context. In the New Testament, the term homologeo emphasizes themes such as confession of faith, acknowledgement of God, and the importance of community agreement. Its biblical usage is pivotal in understanding the nature of Christian faith and the communal aspects of belief. 1. Confession of faith. One of the primary biblical uses of homologeo is found in Romans 10:9 through 10. If you declare, homologeo, with your mouth, Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For it is with your heart that you believe and are justified, and it is with your mouth that you profess, homologeo, your faith, and are saved. Here, homologeo signifies a verbal acknowledgement of Jesus as Lord, which is crucial for salvation in Christian doctrine. The public declaration of faith delineates believers from non-believers, creating a community of faith built on confession and agreement. Acknowledgement of sin and forgiveness. In 1 John 1:9, the text states, "If we confess, homologeo, our sins, he is faithful and just, and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness." This verse illustrates that recognition of one's sins and the act of confessing them are vital in the relationship between believers and God. The idea that acknowledgement precedes forgiveness introduces an essential aspect of Christian teachings regarding redemption and mercy. 3. Collective belief. In Acts 7:17, Stephen, while recounting Israel's history, states, "But as the time of the promise drew near, which God had sworn to Abraham, the people grew and multiplied in Egypt." The preceding context emphasizes the collective agreement among the Israelites in their shared belief and adherence to God's promises. Although the specific term homologeo may not appear in every instance, the underlying concept of collective acknowledgement of divine truth can be inferred throughout biblical narratives concerning community faith and allegiance to God. Homologeo in ancient Greek context. In ancient Greek literature, homologeo was utilized in various texts to signify agreement or acknowledgement between individuals, groups, or factions. The term's application often revolved around social, political, and philosophical themes, elucidating its broader implications beyond mere verbal confession. First, philosophical discussions. Classical philosophers like Plato and Aristotle employed homologeo in discussions concerning the nature of truth and agreement. For instance, in dialogues where Socratic questioning leads participants to a mutual understanding, the act of homologeo, recognizing and affirming the same truth, was central to achieving philosophical clarity. This reflects the value placed on consensus in fostering truth and wisdom. Second, political terminology. In the political realm, homologeo often appeared in contexts requiring conformity to laws or governance structures. Those who spoke in agreement were seen as essential in maintaining social order and stability. An example of this can be seen in the political assemblies of ancient city-states, where the voice of the majority often led decision-making. Thus, homologeo became synonymous with collective responsibility and adherence to communal principles. Third, legal context. The term was significant in legal discourse as well, where individuals would homologeo to a proclamation or legal claim, thereby solidifying its legitimacy. Agreements made in courts were often affirmed through this acknowledgement, making it crucial in establishing legal precedents or ratifications. Comparison of contexts. The primary contrast between the biblical and ancient Greek uses of homologeo lies in the dimension of its implications. In the biblical context, homologeo is often tied to spiritual and moral dimensions, focusing on a personal relationship with God and communal faith practices. The emphasis on confession denotes a deeper, intrinsic truth about one's inner beliefs, impacting outward expressions and communal identities. Conversely, in ancient Greece, homologeo revolves more around social cohesion, truth in discourse, and civic responsibility. While it concerns agreement and acknowledgement, it does so within a framework of rationality, societal norms, and legalistic implications, rather than spiritual or theological convictions. Conclusion. In summary, homologeo is a term that has rich meanings in both the biblical narrative and ancient Greek writings. Its usage spans themes of confession, acknowledgement, and agreement, serving as a critical element in the establishment of faith communities in Christianity and social coherence in Greek culture. Understanding this term and its implications in varying contexts allows for a deeper appreciation of both biblical texts and classical philosophical traditions, highlighting the universal significance of shared belief and acknowledgement in shaping human relationships and community dynamics.